What's up, guys? Welcome to my 9-week bump date. Yes, I believe I am 9 weeks today. I am feeling a little bit better actually than I have in previous weeks. I woke up today and didn't feel like throwing up, and that is pretty awesome. So hopefully I'm not jinxing myself by talking about it, and this will continue. Well, hopefully for the rest of the pregnancy, I don't know. So if you've been following my videos, or I guess if you just watched my last video is my first bump date, then you know that I don't really know exactly how far along I am because I never had a period after I had my 19-month-old. So I actually haven't had a period in like over 2 years. And so the only way that we can determine how far along I am is through a sonogram. So I'm still waiting for my midwife to call me on my results from my sonogram that I had on Wednesday. Today's Saturday. So they don't really tell me much. It's actually kind of a really shitty experience where I went. They don't give me any pictures. The lady doesn't even let me see the screen when she's doing the sonogram, so it's kind of frustrating, but I would like strain my neck to try to see the image up on her screen while she was doing it. It's kind of awkward, but I want to see my baby. So like I said, they don't really tell me much. They told me that everything's measuring normal and that I'm measuring about 9 weeks. However, they did let me know that I have a I don't know, I'm probably going to totally butcher this or not say it right, but it's a subchorionic hemorrhage. Apparently it's super common, and because I haven't had any bleeding, they're saying that it should just absorb itself or something like that and it should go away, but they're kind of like keeping track of it, and I'm trying not to worry too much. I have, however, had a miscarriage before. So when I hear that there is anything wrong, I do kind of get a little bit, panicked about it. But I'm trying not to worry because, like, what's worrying going to do? It's not going to help anything. And I'm not bleeding. I cramp sometimes, but I don't think it's anything. It's never been anything that's kept me from doing anything or living my life, so I'm not too concerned. And then hopefully it goes away on its own. But if any of you have any experience dealing with that, I'm not gonna try to say it again because I don't know how. Let me know how you dealt with it and if it, like, what happened, because I don't really know what to expect. And I'm not going to see my midwife until 12 weeks, which is another 3 weeks away. So I kind of am just like getting my information off of the internet, which I mean, if you leave me comments, I'm still getting my information on the internet, but it's better than like looking on WebMD and figuring out that I have like cancer or something like that. So just let me know if you know anything about it, what I can do to kind of help myself with that. I have also experienced a little bit of lightheadedness today in particular. I was anemic with my first 2 pregnancies, and I took a ferrous sulfate supplement for that. And a lot of my symptoms were kind of what I've been feeling today. I felt really lightheaded today while I was cooking breakfast. And there are moments where I'll like sit up from my chair and it'll be like a completely normal pace, but it feels like I just stood up really fast. I don't know if you ever get that feeling where you stand up really fast and you kind of like you get a head rush and you like black out a little bit. That's kind of been happening to me anytime I like get up from sitting down or like move really quickly or anything at all, and then I have to go and like lay down and catch my breath. And then so today I was making breakfast and I started to have that feeling, so I got my husband to come and take over and I went and laid down And I was kind of thinking like, oh, I'll be okay after I eat breakfast. So he made me a plate and I went and sat down, but it was like I couldn't hold my head up. Like I was like leaning like this, trying to eat. So that was really weird. It did go away, but it's kind of been coming and going all day. So I'm a little bit concerned with that. I'm hoping it's just maybe anemia again, because that was easy to handle in the past. And I'm trying not to look too deep into it. I just hope it's nothing else to worry about. I know last week I did mention a little bit about not knowing what to do with certain things. And one of those things was with weaning Zoe. Originally, I guess I hadn't thought too much about it, but I just always envisioned myself letting her nurse until she was ready to just wean herself when she was done with it. And that's not happening. Because this past week, nursing her has just become absolutely unbearable. Like, when she latches on, it makes me scream. It hurts so bad. And it's getting to where I think I'm kind of starting to dry up, or it's harder for her to get milk out. And so she'll like use her teeth to try to get the milk out. And I am not having that at all. That is not happening. It hurts so bad. So yesterday was the first day we went 24 hours without nursing, and it's bittersweet for me. Part of me is just absolutely a-okay with not dealing with that pain. Like, it's a relief to not have to sit there and like brace myself to nurse my baby and then try to contain myself from like screaming at her while she's just nursing. Like, it's supposed to comfort her, and it seems like it's just becoming this big stressful situation. And then another part of me just kind of wishes that I had like, I guess, an easier time weaning, or more of like letting her wean herself. Like, I always envisioned that the last time that I nursed her would just be this like beautiful experience where I don't know, I guess I'm starting to feel like it's gonna be the last time, and like it's nice and we're bonding, and I don't know, it's not been like that. Like, my last nursing experience was pretty stressful and extremely painful, and I just couldn't wait to get it over with. And then that's when I decided I just can't do this anymore. And as healthy as it is to be nursing her still, I feel like it's unhealthy for our relationship for me to force myself to continue to nurse her through so much pain and agony. And that's just not going to be comforting for her in the end. So it is a good thing. A problem I'm having though is that we're basically going cold turkey with this. So my boobs are so full. It is not fun. I don't know what to do about it. I've never really had to deal with this. With Lilia, my boobs dried up on their own while she was still nursing, because I was totally uneducated about pumping when you go back to work, keeping up with your supplies, stuff like that. And they dried up like that. And it didn't hurt. I didn't even realize that happened until I started to figure out that she was not getting anything while she was nursing. And then, it didn't really bother her, but we ended up having to switch to formula earlier than I had wanted to. And I was really young. I was like 19 years old. I didn't know anything about pumping. I didn't really know anything about breastfeeding. I just knew that you should. So I was doing it as best I could. And I didn't have any other mommy friends. I didn't have anybody to talk to. So this time around is totally different. I have a baby who is obsessed with nursing, and I'm having to wean her cold turkey, and I'm used to nursing around the clock, like a lot, really super often. And so I've got these hard bubbles in my boobs. Sorry, but it hurts, and I don't know if I'm supposed to just like let it relieve itself. Like, I don't know how to word this, like Like, just let it dry up? Like, if I express some of it, is it gonna continue to be like the supply and demand where it's gonna think I need more? Should I not express any? Should I be expressing some to comfort myself? Like, what do? I do not know. So let me know if y'all have any experience with doing that. You know what to do. Leave me a comment. Let me know what to do, because I've never done this before. It's almost like which is more painful, the weaning process or the nursing process? Definitely the nursing process, but it's either way, I'm having boob problems. Another dilemma that I am dealing with at the moment is financial. So I haven't really talked too much about this, but I know that I did mention that I really want to have a midwife and I want to have a water birth. The issue with that is that most insurances do not cover water births, like a birth center or a home birth, and I can get a midwife covered if I have my baby in a hospital. I don't want to have an unmedicated natural birth in a hospital. I would really like to have a water birth, preferably at a birthing center. If not, then I'm considering having my baby at my parents' house. They have a really nice house, and they have like jet tubs, and they have like a waterfall tub, and like they have space that I could do one of those birthing pools if I wanted to. So that's what I really want to do. My problem though is that it's not covered. So I guess I just don't know what I would rather do. If I would rather have a birth that isn't really the birth plan that I want and go see an OB and have my baby in the hospital like I have in the past and have it all covered and all taken care of and not have all these extra bills to pay, or if I should put priority on what I want and the experience that I want and spend the money to have that. Another idea that I'm kind of floating around is having a Babymoon with my husband, because we're about to have 3 kids and we're not gonna have like one-on-one time anymore at all, ever. And I would love to have a Babymoon. We hardly even had a honeymoon. And I would also like to have money to go on vacation with my husband and have our last, I don't know, even just like a weekend together, just us, and not like with the kids and responsibility. And so that's my dilemma. I don't know if I should save all my money. It's probably the wisest thing to do. If I should have a Babymoon, or if I should have my water birth, or if there's any way that I can just have it all. Like, I don't know. I've been calling around and I really don't think that I can get my water birth covered. It just doesn't seem like that's in the cards for me. And I really want to keep using the midwife that I've already been seeing, and it's just expensive. So I don't know. I really need to start figuring these things out, because I am 9 weeks along and I have to make a decision at least by 12 weeks. I did already give a non-refundable deposit to my midwife, and I would really like to just continue using her and, like I said, have the experience that I always wanted. But that's just that's what's on my mind. I'm trying not to stress too much, and I really don't want finances to end up being a stressful factor in any of this. But I also don't want to be super bummed out about having to have my baby in the hospital, or trying to have a natural unmedicated birth with a birth team that doesn't really support that, because I know that most OBs in most hospitals don't really support you having a natural unmedicated birth. And I don't know, I just like, that's my dilemma. Trying to deal with that, or try to figure out how to deal with that. I don't really know. So that's all that I have for my 9-week bump date. I want to go ahead and show you all my belly, but I want to move my camera because this isn't going to work. So let me move my camera. Okay, so hopefully y'all can see it. I'm not like too. So this is, yeah, I'm wearing maternity pants. Don't judge me. This is shirt on, 9 weeks. I think the neighbors are watching me because I got the window open on the front lawn. Okay, so this is without the shirt. And it is like 6 o'clock, so I've been eating all day. A lot of it's bloat still. My baby's really only supposed to be the size of a, wrong way. Like an olive. So it looks like I'm still measuring at 28. That's what I was last week, I believe. Maybe a little bit more, like 28.6. I haven't grown that much, but still super early. Okay guys, thanks for watching my 9-week update. Be sure and subscribe if you want to keeping up with all of my baby number 3 pregnancy journey and with my growing family. And be sure and watch my last video if you didn't watch my last video, my 8-week bump date. And I will see you all for my next video. Bye!